name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. VIP Sports Podcast, November 23rd, 2015. Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my partner in crime, the Big Skipper. What's going on, Skip?
What a fucking weekend, dude. Wow, what a weekend. Alcohol, cashing tickets, just fucking marching to the sound of the band in the sports book.
Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, all we did was get fucking That's college. We had a little bit more ba-ba-ba-ba in the NFL. That's what we did this weekend.
It was all fucking weekend. I just want to thank you right up front, and my clients want to thank you. What a fucking monstrous weekend, dude. And you capped it the fuck off yesterday with that Chiefs play. I've been drinking. I left the house Friday morning. I didn't get the fuck home till last night.
That's a fact. Well, listen, when you have another seven-figure weekend, like I said, shout out to the Caesars Palace Corporation for being big boys and letting us do whatever we need to do over there, betting what we need to bet, get
Firing.
off. And also a little shout out to Cantor. Told you we'd get it in no matter what, motherfuckers.
What a fucking weekend.
It was a beautiful weekend, and we're going to get into all that. And first of all, before we get into it, yeah, I'm cocky, yeah, I'm flashy, yeah, I talk a little shit, but these glasses right here, I'm not just wearing them because I'm hungover. As I hit 40 years old, I can't see anymore. So I don't have my little reading glasses or whatever, or my contacts, so I'm just going to have to deal with these for the day.
Yeah, wait till you hit 47. You really won't be able to see.
Oh, yeah, I'll be having some real thick shit. But
you look cool, Fonzie.
Well, yeah, I'm going to try to just keep it cool, but I know one thing I can see. So before we get into the podcast, Skip, you want to tell these people how to get a hold of us if they're ready to start making money?
I know one thing. You saw the fucking board this week, man. You saw the lines that were fucking off, and you capitalized on that. Yes, you did see.
We lit it up like a Christmas tree. Like I said, hashtag crystal balls.
It was an early Christmas, man. Christmas is coming, and the goose is getting fat.
You might as well start calling me Santa Claus because I'm handing out gifts to every one of these motherfuckers.
Fuck.
And to the couple people out there that were, mad that maybe you didn't get Kansas City, nobody said Kansas City was free. Did they, Skip?
Nothing's free in this world.
All I said was I was playing my biggest fucking sports bet of the NFL game of the year, which was the Kansas City Chiefs' biggest blowout on the board besides Carolina and Little Ears.
Yeah, well, when we tell you to call in and get the game of the fucking year, yeah, make sure you got your fucking credit card with it. You don't think we're just going to give that out for nothing, do you?
Guys, we're not Twitter gangsters. We're not email fucking gangsters. When we tell you we're doing something, best believe we're fucking doing it. We don't just get on there and put something on social media, on Instagram, because we're liars, like 99% of the people in our business.
Yeah, to the roughly 150 people that called in Saturday and Sunday and wanted the NFL game of the year.
Not many people got it.
Thought we were going to give it to them absolutely free. I mean, come on, people. We love you, and we know you love us. However, it wouldn't be fair to the guys that actually pay us for the football season.
You hit it on the head.
To turn around and give you the biggest play of the fucking season for free. I mean, come on, man.
It takes money to make money, guys. Those games sell for $2,500 a piece. Like I said, this is a game for big boys.
That being said, 877-220-6540. If you're just looking for a free pick, go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We also got packages on there for all levels of sports bettors, as we said before, all shapes and all sizes. If you're looking for something free, go to the website, put your phone number in, you'll get a free pick.
But do me a favor. Don't call us and ask us for advice. I mean, here's the deal. I mean, I say that we have levels for all different levels of people, but people are kind of taking it too far. They're calling, looking to talk to Steve Stevens and ask him a question if they start gambling. Guys, I deal with the most elite sports bettors in the world. I deal with the biggest guys in the world, from Floyd Mayweather Jr. to motherfucking Garth Brooks to fucking me, myself, betting fucking six figures on a regular basis, to my 40 other guys that we can't say their name. Right. Shout out to Brandon again for making six figures, kicking ass, taking Caesars Palace down. We have taken them down for over $7 million in the last 90 days, and we do this shit for real. So, guys, if you want to call me or you want to get a hold of me, if you're not serious about making money, so to you guys out there that are still playing the stock market, to all our hedge fund guys out there, to all our financial advisors, you're not making money in crude oil anymore. Like I said, the number one investment right now is sports betting. There's more money to be made betting sports than any other investment in the world. So for all my hedge fund guys, to all my stockbrokers, to all my oil tycoons, to all my guys that are just sitting on your money getting no fucking percentage, go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Call us at 877-220-6540. When you're buying a stock tip, Skip, what are you buying? Do you actually know the day-to-day operations of that stock?
When you own McDonald's, you don't sit at the drive-thru window, do you?
Do you know the day-to-day operations of that business?
No.
For 90% out of the time, you don't even know where the fuck it's at.
Plus, it's no fun. You put your money in McDonald's stock or you put your money in Google stock or whatever stock you're buying. It just sits there. Like he said, you don't know what's going on. If you got $50,000 on McDonald's stock, you're certainly not making the hamburgers. You're not stopping by talking to the manager to see how the sales were for today. At least when you're betting sports, you can have a little fun along the way. And make a hell of a lot more. Make a faster, safer return on your equity. We're talking to the real estate tycoons. We're talking to the precious metals dealers, the commodities brokers, the hedge fund managers, the stock guys.
Guys that are sitting there with hundreds of thousands of dollars
Right.
getting 10% in a year profit.
Absolutely.
Who the fuck wants to put $100,000 into an account to say I made 10 grand for the year? Guys, you invest $100,000 with us, we'll make you $100,000 within 2 weeks.
Today.
Yeah, today. Well, I mean, on one game, but of course, we'll money management and discipline.
Right.
So if they start out with a 100-grand bankroll, they'll bet $20,000 a game.
Yeah.
Which on an average of a 4.5 week, figure we make them about 40.
How would you like to double your $100,000 bankroll in a 15-day period? Is what you're saying?
Bottom fucking line, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for I deal with guys that are dead serious about making real money. Like I said, if you're betting $300 a game and you want to get something started and you want a program, go to our website, find a small program for yourself, lock yourself in. If not, call the number. One of my salesmen will take care of you. But if you want to deal with me and you want to deal with a guy that's betting 6 figures a game, you're sitting at home saying, I want to bet what Steve does, I want to make money that he does, then call me. And it's like Skip said, when you invest into a corporation, even if it is a Fortune 500 like McDonald's, you still don't know the employees in person. You still don't know what's going on. At least when you're making a fucking sports bet, you know the 5 players on the fucking team, you know the opposing team, you know the coach, and you get paid right after the motherfucking game.
Amen, brother.
Plain and fucking simple. You know the injury report, you know the weather. Basketball, of course, I'm saying 5-on-5. Same thing in football.
And if you're a Chicago Bears fan and you want to just call in and say, hey, do you think we have a shot this week against Denver?
Don't call for me, please. Don't waste my fucking time.
Please, get a case of beer and a fucking joint and walk next door and ask your neighbor what he thinks about the fucking game.
Yeah, as much as I love my fans and all that, like someone's going to tell me I love your glasses, please. Just put it on a comment on Twitter or something like that, because one thing about me is when I'm at work, I'm dealing with my clients all fucking day long, Skip. See, this is what people in my industry don't understand. Like, to our hecklers and guys in our industry who have websites and want to do what we do, they don't understand that it's not about handicapping through a website. You can have all the winning games in the world. If you don't have a 30-man sales force pounding that phone every day, creating 100 news, creating upgrades for the guys, you could have all the winning games in the world. If you have no one to give them to, your games don't mean nothing. So it's all about sales. So during the day, we're not sitting on a computer picking fucking games. Matter of fact, the handicap is done before we even walk into the sales office.
For sure.
When we walk in here, we're all about sales, servicing our clients and kicking ass and taking names. But let's get into the podcast. It's almost fucking Thanksgiving already. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I can. It just keeps flying.
Well, listen, if
Time never stops, man.
More than likely, we won't have time. So to all our viewers out there, to all of our loyal fans, to everybody that's been with us from day one, from VIP Sports, myself, everybody else, have a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. Have a good time. For me, I light up like probably the biggest fucking joint I could possibly roll. I mean, it'd probably get to the point where I grab some of my son's construction paper and roll that up that day, because all I like to do is get high and eat. I handle my business in the morning, service my clients, make a lot of money betting sports, because as you know, the turkey shoot is one of the most lucrative times in football to make money.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
We'll get into that as well.
A lot of shit going on right now, people.
But like I said, let me ask you a question. I mean, obviously, Thanksgiving is one of my best times of the year. For you, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving, Skip? Is it the food or is it the football
You're
game?
fucking asking me what my favorite part of Thanksgiving is. Are you is this a fucking joke? Or?
Buddy,
brother, this is my favorite fucking holiday. I sit the fuck, I get up, I get out of bed, I'll be lucky to take a fucking shower.
I'm getting me a shower.
I'll go out to the living room with my son. I'll be sitting there in my underwear and my fucking t-shirt. I'll put on the fucking Philadelphia Eagle-Detroit game, which comes on first. By the way, the Eagles, you suck. Chip Kelly, get the fuck out of my city, you piece of fucking garbage.
Let them know, Skipper.
Anyway, I'll come out in my fucking boxers and my t-shirt, put on the fucking Eagles-Detroit game to start the day. Try to get the sleepy dirt out of my eye. Maybe mix up a little Tito and cranberry.
I love it.
And I got Mom at the house this year, which is going to be fucking absolutely beautiful. I got Mom and my wife cooking Thanksgiving. Man, it's going to be fucking great. And do I like to eat Thanksgiving? Of course I fucking like to eat.
What's your favorite dish for Thanksgiving?
Turkey, filling, corn, sweet potatoes.
So you don't have any one particular thing?
Fucking gravy. More gravy, the better.
Okay, good. So, well, let me take you step by step into the Stevens house. Wake up about 8:30. I'll sneak off into my garage, and what I'll do is I'll hit what they call a water bomb. And I will try to blow my fucking brains out and get as high as I possibly can to start the day off. Then we have Memphis Barbecue, which is a place that you love tremendously, catering, coming to the house doing it themselves. But then I'm also doing a deep fried turkey. Every year I do a couple deep fried turkeys. I do a little Louisiana red injection on one side, little Lee Perrins and butter on the other. And we deep fried turkey, have some fun with it. My mom's in town as well. I'm blessed. My first Thanksgiving, actually second Thanksgiving without my pops. And we have a family affair, and what I like to do is, like I said, watch a little football, eat every meal. But you know, Skip, a lot of people think you eat a lot, dude, and you're full of shit. The only thing you do is eat it late at night. This is, Veronica, you ever see him eat at work?
Rarely.
Probably
Not very often at all.
I got a whole fucking desk full of cuties over there. I every once in a while, I'll chew on a little beef jerky. I'll eat a couple fucking bananas, maybe an apple,
Well,
couple fucking oranges.
But on Thursday, you're going all in, huh?
Well, my problem is when I go out at night, I drink fucking a bottle of goddamn fucking hard liquor and maybe 17 fucking beers, and then I'll eat some pot stickers and some Chinese food and fucking go to bed.
Well, yeah, that'll end up being a liquid enema later on with that type of mixture right there. So you're going to end up clearing out your system. That's called pissing out your ass with that mix.
Shit's
right
gonna change January 1st though.
You're going back on track?
I'm coming the fuck back.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You put that picture up of me in my high school football fucking. Where'd you get that picture anyway?
Yeah, we found the picture. As you guys seen the big skipper out there, the lineman. You got some good comments on there.
Yeah, you put up the fucking mullet, my high school football picture, Veronica, and
Yeah, they loved it.
I saw that and I said to my wife, I said, fuck. What happened to that guy? January 1st, I'm fucking coming back. So if you're out there, Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, and if you want to deal with the big skipper, goddamn it, get a hold of my agent.
I already told you, motherfuckers, call Skipper Agent. I'll put it up. He'll lose 100 pounds, or I'll give you 100,000.
Well, I got to get paid.
Well, fuck that. Like I said, if not, they got to give you 100,000. You're missing the point. I'm backing you in this fucking bet.
You want to bet?
So to Jenny Craig or Nutrisystem or whoever the fuck you guys are, I'm willing to put up $100,000 that you'll lose a fucking 100 pounds in a year or whatever the time frame that we have, 6 months or a year, whatever it is. You'll lose 100 pounds, or they give you 100,000. If not, I'll give them 100,000.
You should have fucking consulted me before we did this.
It's my money.
100 is a lot. Can we?
I know you can do it.
Can we go 50-50?
Well, can you
50,000 for 50 pounds?
No, because we're going to cheat a little bit. As soon as you sign the deal, we're going to eat with a
I'll just go
Thanksgiving
right-
dinner like 8 days in a row. You're going to weigh in at like 40 pounds heavier to start with. You know what I mean?
I'll just go back into the fucking wrestling mode. I know how to lose fucking weight if I got it.
Can we get into this podcast
Yeah,
so
go
we can
ahead.
talk about sports and
Well,
making
you asked
money
me
and
if I
focus?
you asked me if I like to eat. You asked me if I'm fucking happy about Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday of the year, motherfucker.
Goddamn right. I love it. Mine is too, man. It really is.
Get that gravy ready, baby.
Christmas and Thanksgiving's right there, man. I love the holidays. It's the best time of the year. Anyway, let's move into some comments on the. We asked everybody to comment who got pounded harder. The prostitutes in Las Vegas, Ronda Rousey, or the sports books. And to be honest with you guys,
It was pretty close.
it was a three-way tie. It was. They said whoever got pounded the hardest pretty much out of the casinos, hookers, and Rouseys was a three-way split. But we know who's been getting their asses pounded the hardest over the last couple weeks, and that would have to be the sports books.
Yeah.
Steve Stevens, VIP Sports. We've been annihilating motherfuckers. Now, hear me out. My company has different levels of service, Skip. You know, we have action plays, we have VIP plays, we have owner selections, we have personal plays. My games that I bet myself.
Right.
My personal plays are hitting 80+% on fire, destroying the sports book.
Absolutely fucking on fire.
And then to bring a point up, for you guys that listen to these podcasts that are, some of you that are fucking deaf, we will not, and I repeat, will not be posting any more sports tickets up on our website no more. We have nothing to prove. It has caused me a little legal issues. that I got going on, not only with the hotels not letting me bet. I mean, you got to understand, man, I need to be able to get off bets. And if I send somebody through like Veronica to put a ticket in and I post it, all they do is run the ticket, then they shut Veronica down.
Right.
So all I'm doing is getting my runners shut down. Does that make any real bettors know what the fuck I'm talking about?
We've had several runners shut down in the past 7 to 8 days.
Correct. And for those that don't understand that, I don't give a fuck about you or what you think, okay? Because I'm not here to make your fantasy fucking sport dreams come true. I'm in reality sports. I bet $50,000 to $100,000 a game, and I take this shit very fucking serious. So posting a ticket on my internet to prove to you doesn't mean a fucking thing to me.
And they're also getting very upset that we keep talking about how much money we're beating them for.
Well, that is correct. And don't forget, you got the alphabet boys out there, the IRS, that don't fucking
But we're
like
gonna keep fucking telling you.
Well, we're going to keep telling you the money that we make. We're going to keep telling you what we do. We're going to keep you posted on Instagram. We're just not going to be able to post our winning tickets like we want to all the time. But anybody that knows me, I'm documented, the number one documented individual in the world. That's why I'm the only one that's ever been documented 72% on the Business Financial Network, CNBC. Gambling's been around since the Roman days. I'm the only person in the world that's ever had a sports consulting, sports betting show on primetime television. Why is that, guys? Because I'm the best in the world.
Because you win more than anybody else, sir.
And number two is not even close, so it's not even worth putting them on TV. Guys in my industry and guys in this world have a lot more money than me. They've tried to pay their way onto TV. You can't pay your way into Hollywood, guys, not in this fucking industry. You have to have talent, and you have to show these network executives who the fuck you are and who you're not. Otherwise, all these little scumbags that worked for me and old guys would have their own fucking shows. You know what I mean? And that's why I want you guys to understand, I am the truth. I'm the real deal. So I don't need to prove myself to anybody anymore. I do podcasts for my fans, and I do podcasts for sports bettors that are dead serious about making money and want to make millions of dollars a year beating the book against the spread like I do.
Steve, the truth, Stevens.
That's a fucking fact.
Now,
so let me ask you this question because I want you to answer. Yeah. Who do you think got pounded harder in the last 90 days from VIP? Cantor or Caesars Group?
It's Cantner got beat pretty hard, which is why they shut us the fuck down.
But we're still right at $7 million for Caesars.
I'm saying probably Caesars got pounded more.
Caesars got pounded. Well, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I have the stats right here. We've taken Cantor down for $5.1 million. And Caesars Palace for a little bit over $7 million.
We pounded the shit. Don't forget MGM Mirage. Yeah, we've gotten a little bit of your money too.
Skip, I'm just doing like light numbers so these guys can understand English.
We don't have to put a dollar to fucking sign to it anymore because they don't fucking believe it anyway.
This is what I'm saying. Like we've taken down $12 million, like literally over the last 90 days. Like you guys are comparing us to some guy that won a prop bet, or some guy that did this, or some guy that did that. Dude, we're making millions of fucking dollars week in, week out on a constant basis. Nobody does what we do. So if you want to get on the winning team, you give us a call.
And when we say we mean our fucking entire enterprise.
Our clients, VIP Sports and all our clients.
We're not saying fucking me, like I put $12 million in my pocket in the last 90 days.
That's
we're talking about our entire fucking enterprise. Our entire fucking clientele and the people we have come into town that are big fucking ass players that fire on these fucking games.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I mean...
we got our piece.
No, but hear me out. Like, let's say, like you're saying that we touted $12 million in the last 90 days. That's true and false, though. Because the $7 million, you're thinking of wrong numbers. The $7 million that we've taken from Caesars, probably only 10% of our base got that in due to the fact that our whales here in town betting 100,000, $500,000, the 200,000 I'm doing. That's where those numbers are coming from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, most people bet offshore, local guys at home, stuff like that. But like you said, those are got from guys coming into town, our clients, and we're taking out of Caesars Palace $7 million where we get our 50%. So yeah.
I'm just trying to help them understand, because when you're saying you got $7 million out of a book in fucking 3 months or 4 months, you know, they're calling your fucking bluff and saying, oh, you didn't make $7 million. No, us and our clients
correct.
that have been in the town here the last 3 to 4 months have made millions of fucking dollars. You've been absolutely on fire. The books have been getting fucking pounded. To answer your question, the books have been getting fucking pounded already.
Right. I was just adding some simple figures, not even counting our 2,500 clients that we talk to every day and service them games.
Absolutely.
I was just adding in the big players that come in. We've had 4 guys come in every week for the last, almost, I think there's only been 1 week out of the last 16 weeks where we haven't had a whale in town, Skipper.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to everybody that's been getting paid. Speaking of getting pounded, Charlie Sheen comes out HIV positive.
God, Lord.
If you're telling me that there's not a bunch of crinkled butt cheeks running around in Hollywood right now, Veronica, How many fucking women, actresses, prostitutes are running around on Xanax right now, scared to fucking death, knowing that they've gobbled Charlie's dick a time or two?
A lot of them, I'm sure.
Oh my God.
Hey, I was a big Charlie Sheen fan. I mean, we talked about having him in here, going and partying with him.
I'd still love to have him in here.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I'd like to talk to him, maybe hang out with him a little bit. But fuck, man.
I'm definitely not partying and fucking sharing the same.
Definitely not cool, Charlie. Come on.
Dude, there's a chance I might have went out with him and snorted some fucking blow and snorted the same dollar bill and probably died.
Come on, Charlie.
Steve Stevens hangs with Charlie Sheen, catches HIV.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm killing a motherfucker for doing something like that. Like I said, so here's the deal. Sources are saying he wasn't fully upfront with his HIV status after knowing that he was infected.
No.
Veronica, how do you feel like that? How do you feel about that as a woman? Because I know as a man, it's fucked up. He's going to get charged a lot. I mean, Jenny McCarthy had a whole lot to say about it on her podcast. Huh?
I said I'm sure he is going to get a lot of.
Well, you should be. I mean,
Negative reactions?
A lot, yeah.
Here's the thing that blows me away, because there's laws that are tied to this shit, right?
Right.
Like the doctor that knew he had HIV, there's laws that you're supposed to post that, you're supposed to make people aware of it, and people need to know. Just like Pamela Anderson, if you remember, she had what, hepatitis C from Tommy? Once somebody gets detected with it, the doctor has to report it, and it then becomes public. For that reason right there. So, I mean, what about the doctor that knew he had HIV and didn't go and make it public? Is money that important to everybody these days to where you'll let a guy go out there and infect 200 bitches? What about the 200 women that are fucking 200 other guys? See, he might have not have fucked you, but you might have fucked a guy that fucked one of his girls.
Right.
That's a long fuck.
That's
a long fucking locomotive of disease.
a long list.
Here's the bottom.
Totally.
Here's the bottom line. It just goes to show that when you get down dirty on those nights where you're on drugs and you're on cocaine, it's not the night where you're drunk, and it's the prostitution, man. You just can't regulate it, man. That's why I've said here in Las Vegas, and even the government, our mayor has said we should make prostitution legal. Let the government regulate it like they do in the red light district, because the girls get their blood taken. They work for the government. They have a card. They're clean. And when you buy her, you know what you're getting.
You know what you're getting, yeah.
You never know what these girls are showing up with at your house out here.
Right.
Been up for 4 days on crystal meth, on a 3-day fucking run, got beat up by their pimp, got fucked in their butt. Who knows what the pimp had, who he's been fucking raw.
Hashtag keep your prostitute clean.
Yeah, hashtag check your prostitutes, check your prostitutes fucking medical records.
Make her carry him around.
Clean that cunt.
Oh my God. Hashtag clean the cunt. Ladies and guys, if you're in Las Vegas and you're looking for a nut and you do call a prostitute, make her show not only proof of insurance, but proof of her medical history. Do not get burnt.
Get your papers from your prostitute.
That's a fucking fact, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to do a background check on your hoes. You've got to know who you're dealing with. You've got to make sure you get with a pimp that has good hoes, that grooms them and keeps them eating and stuff in the right place.
As a matter of fact, just take your own lab kit with you.
You're going to have to. Well, this is how you know
Swabs.
I mean, guys, if a prostitute comes in your room and they're sucking your dick right off the bat with a rubber in the dark, that may cause a red flag. That may pop a fucking light bulb up over your head.
Yeah, that may pose a problem.
Any real prostitute's going to want to have every light on. They're going to want to look at your dick. They're going to put a rubber on it, and they're going to want to be real thorough about that shit. Otherwise, you're dealing with a B-class prostitute, C-class prostitute, which more than likely, like I said, it's like I say all the time, Skip, free could be the most expensive word in the world. A girl like Charlie Sheen, one of Charlie Sheen's girls, sucks your dicks for free. You end up with HIV. What part of free was that fucking ad right there? Huh? Charlie Sheen's gonna give you some free dick, right? You're out at a bar. You're a normal bystander, Veronica. You're partying. You're a good-looking girl. You see Charlie Sheen. You're thinking, I'm gonna give me some free dick from Charlie Sheen. You end up with HIV. What part of free was that dick right there?
No.
But like I said, guys, you get what you pay for. Check your prostitutes. AKA hashtag clean cunt. And that's what you absolute check your hoes.
Free dick will give you HIV.
Oh my God. Absolute clean hoes. Absolute blowout clean hoes is what we're looking for out there.
So make sure you know your pimp and make sure you get your papers.
That, like I said, have a one-on-one basis with your pimp. Know exactly what his reputation is. Know what his girls are. Know how he's grooming them, and make sure you come up with something special. Otherwise, you might have some dirty blood and not have $150 million to clean it. Because that medication is expensive as fuck.
And the most important thing is, don't go cheap on your hoe. Spend a little money on your hoe.
Oh yeah, guys, you got to spend money. You got to spend a couple dollars. Like I said, you get what you pay for. If you're playing a poker machine and a girl rubs up on you and purrs in your ear and asks you to suck your cock for $50, her pussy hashtag may be tainted. Hashtag may be tainted. You know what I mean? It should be an Amber Alert. It should be an Amber Alert in these hotels. Here's what we do. The prostitutes get medical records. They have a card. There's a medical strip. And if a dirty hoe enters a casino, an Amber Alert starts going off. Wop, wop, wop. There's a dirty hoe in a casino. Dirty hoe in a casino. You should be able to take their card, swipe it, and see if they're clean. In this day and age, these motherfucking pimps will have their bitch with bootleg fucking fake ID cards.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my God.
So stay away from the $50 Boulder Highway hoe.
Yeah, guys.
Look for that fucking Wynn or Bellagio $2,500 hoe.
Look for the girl that's going to ask for $5,000 and negotiate down to a nickel.
Right.
A nickel for a pickle.
Spend a little money on your hoe. Don't go cheap when it comes to the hoe.
And like I said, guys, if she's not turning on the lights, checking your dick for a substance, and putting a rubber on in the light, that may pose a problem. That might give you a warning that she's done this again before, maybe 10 minutes ago with somebody else. And that brings me back to, that just threw us off. But anyway, Jenny McCarthy's talking about a lot on her podcast. There might have been a chance, she sucked his cock once or twice. You never know. But she says if she had to be upfront about a herpes, she definitely wants Charlie Sheen to be upfront about HIV. I agree with her. I feel that they should have alerted the whole world about it, that doctor's a piece of shit, and there should be a law stating if you give your blood and you do come HIV positive, it should be notified to everybody.
Well, listen, not everybody with HIV is being put on an HIV fucking alert list.
No.
I mean, the fact of the matter is Charlie's a famous person.
Correct.
And everybody knows he's a goddamn gigolo. So if you're having sex with that motherfucker, then you pretty much know there's a pretty good chance you might fucking catch something.
Yeah, but that's not bullshit. This motherfucker has HIV positive and still fucking bitches for 4 years.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say something about it.
Oh,
Fuck that.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
He's a piece of shit.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying if you're the broad and you want to have sex with Charlie Sheen, it ain't a fucking, it's common knowledge this guy's fucking a lot of broads. Right. So, I mean, listen, there's a chance you might contract something from this motherfucker.
Well, yeah, and like I said, all these women are scared, and like this lady saying that, when he was just on a show, Mad About You or whatever, Mad Men or whatever the fuck he was on, he's saying that he contracted the disease well after that. He said he's had it for 4 years, but
from the 2.5 Men.
2.5.
Correct.
Yes.
And he says that the two girls that he was having sex with knew about it and was going down to the doctor he was dealing with, huh? Wow. Shout out to them bitches. How much do you want? How bad do you want money? Hashtag gold digger for real.
For real.
Hashtag willing to fucking AIDS cock for money.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. Talk about an absolute blowout dirty bitch. Absolute blowout dirty bitch is what you are if you're willing to fuck somebody knowing that they have HIV.
Just because he's going to pay some bills.
Just because he's going to pay some bills for you.
Get some free drugs.
Is your life really worth it? Shame on you.
Wow.
Have a little bit more respect for the puss.
There's another hashtag. Hashtag.
Shame on you.
Hashtag respect the puss.
You got to take... don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Take care of that thing, man. Shame on you. Anyway, moving from the... take care of your puss over to the NBA.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of lower back pain and having sex, this and that, NBA, Golden State, 118-105 over Denver, ties the best start in NBA history, 15-0.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Like I said, we've talked to them for a long time. We've asked what they're going to do, and you asked me if they're going to go in a slump. I still think they'll go on their 3-game losing streak, 4-game winning streak, losing streak. I just don't know when.
The NBA is your game. I don't talk a whole lot about the NBA. I'm not as knowledgeable in the NBA as you are. All I want to say is their next game is against the Lakers Tuesday night.
Hello, yeah.
I personally, the Lakers are my most hated team of any sport.
Oh, they'll move it.
I can't stand the fucking Lakers. The fact that they're 2-11 just puts a fucking smile on my face. And I just hope they ain't the ones to break the streak. I highly doubt they will be.
You could bet, listen to me, you could. I don't give out information for free, but you could bet your life they're going to break the streak. they will not break the streak. They will beat the fuck out of the Lakers. But here's the thing you got to be careful of. Lakers are garbage, so you don't know how big of a line they're going to come out with.
Oh, it's going to be huge.
So I don't know if it's going to be a game to bet against the spread, but I'll find out. And if you want to know, go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Out of all the games on the board, we'll find one that'll get the job done for you. Pretty much nothing else excited me in NBA. Let's move on.
A lot of money to be made in the NBA, by the way. You've been doing very well. So, I'm not going to lie. We had a couple bumps in the road the first week, but NBA's been very, very good to us the last 2 weeks. So.
That's a fucking fact. Give us a call. Like I said, NBA, 74.3% we're hitting right now overall. And that's a real gambler, guys. In other words, you can't bet 3 days and go missing for 2, show back up 4 days later. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You have to be honest about your bankroll, and then we have to money manage that bankroll, small player allocation. No matter if you're big or large, we got to money manage you. Same amount of money on every game.
And if you're out there from Philadelphia and you played with me for a couple of days and we went 50-50, lost a game here, lost a game there, won a game here, won a game there, and you committed to 30 days and you fucking bailed on me, shame on you. You just missed the biggest fucking run of your life.
But that's what everybody does,
Woo!
Skip. A guy will sign up with you.
Oh.
He didn't have the money that he said he did to start with.
Oh, my
He
Lord.
bets with you for a week. He goes 50-50, or maybe he goes 6 and let's say he goes 4 and 4, or 5 and 4.
Yeah.
So with juice, he breaks about even, and then doesn't call the next week where you go 8 and 1,
Shame on
13
you.
and 3. The next week 8 and 2, 9 and 3, and the guy's nowhere to be found. It's consistency.
When you go 4 and 4 and you think that fucking I suck and Steve sucks and you don't stick around, shame on you. You missed one hell of a run.
It takes a bankroll, money management, and discipline to do this the right way. Moving on to NCAA, which I know that you focus in a lot. You love it. Playoff implications, surprisingly big spread. Number 9, Michigan State, plus 13.5 at Ohio State. Skip, you want to say anything about Ohio State to
what do you think
your fan out there?
What do you think I want to say? I got a lot.
I think it rhymes with mob.
Listen, here's the deal. I got a lot of friends in Ohio. I got a lot of fans in Ohio. I got family in Ohio. I'm a Big Ten fucking guy. I'm a Penn State guy. I just call it the way I see it. This fucking team, I'm telling you, has been a fraud. Their record isn't who they are. They are what I thought they were.
Michigan State wins outright. Skipper called it.
Yeah.
Skipper calls it. Ladies and gentlemen, right from VIP Sports, right from his booth, a.k.a. the chiropractor, Mr. Straighten him the fuck out, Skipper calls another absolute blowout winner.
What did I say, Steve?
He defended himself with his thoughts against Ohio State.
Yes, I did.
He told you exactly what he thought.
Right.
And come to see, once again, hashtag crystal ball, eat his balls. Exactly what he said.
What did I say? Let's see who they are when they play Michigan State and Michigan.
It's
when they actually get to an opponent. You got Michigan State and Michigan the last 2 games of the year. Let's see what happens then. Well, we just saw what happened. They fucking lost at home to Michigan State on their own fucking field, and now next week they got to play Michigan. Don't fucking be surprised if Harbaugh don't get their fucking ass too on the way out.
All you got to do is go to our previous podcast if you ever want to see us foretell the future. Everything that we fucking say before these games go on, we let it be known. We let you guys know what's going to happen before it's happened. It's just a matter, are you smart enough to read between the lines to you guys that are too fucking cheap to call my company? But like I said, we appreciate all the college students calling. We appreciate all the people loving us. But, we got an APB Amber Alert for our hedge fund guys. We have an APB Amber Alert for the stockbrokers, the real estate tycoons. Stop sitting around and listening to our podcast. Call us up. Let us fuck with $5,000, $10,000. Flip it into $50,000 for you. Show you how to do this shit right.
You want to talk a little bit more college? I got a couple things here real quick to talk about college.
Go ahead. Yeah, I just wanted to say one more thing and then I want to let you go. Number 10, Baylor, +1 at number 6, Oklahoma State.
Yes.
Baylor wins 45-35.
Yes, they did.
What do you think about that game? They look good. They look stellar. Look like 2 shit fucking defenses to me. What did it look like to you?
It looked like a hell of a game. Baylor pulled it out and won the game, and they moved up. Number 6, Oklahoma State. They got one hell of a matchup. I was just going to talk about coming up with Oklahoma next week. That's going to get downright and dirty. I mean, Oklahoma, a 30-29 winner over TCU, another fucking team I've been saying all year is a fraud, and it looks like that happened too. TCU, they're a fraud. Oklahoma, 30-29 winner over TCU. They now improved to 10-1. And they're going to Oklahoma State next week, and that's going to be one hell of a rivalry game right there.
Approved to 10-1. Huh? These motherfuckers are kicking ass and taking names. Huh?
And Oklahoma State to finish the fucking regular season. That's going to be a barn burner. Notre Dame, they had a big scare, Steve, against Boston College. They snuck in to win 19-16 over BC. Not very impressive for Notre Dame. I know Boston College has a great defense. They should have been able to beat Boston College at Fenway Park. That game was.
Let me stop you right there. It was embarrassing for Notre Dame. They should have got the job done with ease.
Yeah, Boston College has a great defense. However, Notre Dame should have been able to beat them by more than 3. LSU lost again, Steve. They lost at Ole Miss by 3 touchdowns.
I don't know about these motherfuckers.
Les Miles, the coach of
Yeah.
LSU. I mean, you might want to talk to Chip Kelly.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, you two guys might have to pack your suitcases and you might be changing cities.
Well, hear me out. If you don't already have your suitcase packed, something's wrong with you, pal.
Yeah.
You know how fucking sorry you're doing.
Start
you know your
packing.
performance. You know what you're doing. Have fucking 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Get the fuck out of here.
Shout out to the fucking Navy, man, to the military. 44-21 winner over Tulsa on the road this week. Man, Navy's fucking strong.
Pounded them.
They got a good team. Look out, Army. That Army-Navy game's coming up real soon.
That was an absolute blowout winner. Yeah, that was a stellar win right there. Strong guy. Shout out to all our military men.
Look out, Army. You're going to get your ass whooped. You can write that one the fuck down.
Oh, you can put a circle around that. 2
Yeah.
stars and a happy face, because
Yeah.
that's what you'll be after the game. That's
Yeah.
a fucking fact.
Navy midshipman, great job. I got a shout out to Iowa. Iowa, 40-20 winner over Purdue. Iowa now goes to 11-0. Steve, once again, there's a saying in this business: good teams win, however, great teams cover, which is what I was busting on Ohio State
Good
about.
teams win. Great teams cover the spread.
Correct. Iowa, 11-0. However, people, they're only 6-5 against the spread.
Perfect example
Okay.
of a team that everyone
Be
thinks
careful.
is on fire. They've won every game. They're 40% against the spread.
They're 6-5. They're bare.
Oh, 6-5.
Yeah.
So they're about 56% with
Yeah.
the juice, about 50% against
If
the
you
spread.
bet Iowa every game, you haven't made a fucking
You haven't
penny.
made a dollar, period.
Even though they're 11-0, you haven't made a fucking cent.
Not 1 penny. So obviously that's not a game or a team to focus on.
Right, and they go into Nebraska next week for the regular finale of the regular season. They should be able to beat Nebraska, Steve, but Nebraska can put up some points. It's going to be interesting, and believe me, they're going to want to knock them off. So that's a game to watch coming up this week, Iowa at Nebraska. One more team I'd like to talk about, Clemson. Congratulations, 33-13 fucking blowout over Wake Forest. Again, here's a fucking team that wins games, Clemson. They win games. Guess what they are against the spread? 5-5-1.
Yeah, so you're losing.
If you bet them
You're
every
losing
game,
money, but you're losing money betting them on a fucking regular basis.
that's right. If you bet Clemson every game, you lost money. If you bet Iowa every game, you broke even.
Brings us right back to our point of why we do the podcast. Guys, we're the #1 documented individuals in the world. We've shown you with everything that we've shown you tickets. We've shown you hundreds of thousands of dollars. We've shown you take down Caesar's Palace for millions of dollars. What else do you fucking want us to do? Our job is to show you how to make money betting sports with the #1 documented guy in the fucking world. I don't know what else you want. Let's get into some NFL action. Carolina, my man Cam Newton, a.k.a. Little Ears, continues to beat the fuck out of these people.
44-16 blowout over the Redskins. They improved to 10-0. Now, here's a fucking team. They're 10-0 straight up, Steve. They've won every fucking game.
And 8-2.
8-2 against the spread.
80% winner. So a team like Carolina, you're making a lot of
You're
fucking
making bank.
money.
You're making bank.
You're hitting 80% if you bet Carolina every game this year.
If you bet them up to this point, you've made a fortune. And here's another team we've been talking about. Go back and listen to our podcast. We said they weren't getting the fucking respect. They should be laying a few more points than
Okay,
they are.
let's just come out and tell them. We've bet Carolina every motherfucking week, okay?
Here's the
every fucking week, bottom line.
Here's the bottom line. The odds makers are obviously on to Carolina, so don't just think you're going to listen to this podcast and start betting on them now.
Oh, you're too late. It's too late.
Yeah, you might have missed the boat. Not saying they're not going to continue to win. Their lines will start to become overinflated now because they are 8-2 against the spread. So be careful. Speaking of Carolina, big game for them next week, Steve. They got Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a great game. I actually was going to tell you that's going to probably be the best game to watch on Thanksgiving.
Oh, it definitely will be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be an action-packed game. A motherfucker's looking to win.
Well, Philly and Detroit, I mean, you got the game. On Thursday, you got the Eagles at Detroit, which is a fucking absolute shit game. Most people won't even get the fuck out of bed for that game.
I won't.
I will just because it's the Eagles, and I just want to see them get their ass kicked again. Carolina at Dallas is the second game, and then the Bears at Green Bay is the third game. But that should be an interesting game. Romo's back. They won yesterday with Romo back his first game.
Hey, listen, I'm not a Romo fan, and for those people that are Romo fans, get off his dick. The dude sucks. When it comes down to it, he doesn't fucking win. He wins in the beginning of the game. Somehow he does enough every season to keep Jerry Jones on his fucking dick.
Yeah.
I don't know what Kenny's doing to the mics or what you guys got going here in my system and headphones, but you're definitely fucking something up. But like I said, Denver Broncos win with Big Cock Brock, 17-15 over the Bears without Manning. Green Bay beats the fuck out of Minnesota. I did like Green Bay to win that game. I told my fans and my clients that I would never give them Green Bay again since what they did to us, but I did know that they would beat the shit out of them. Cincinnati versus Arizona. Arizona plus 3.5, wins by 3. Minus 3.5, wins by 3, loses by 0.5 point. That's got to be one of the most heartbreak fucking games.
Up 14.
If you're on Arizona, that's got to be one of the most heartbreaking games of the year. Let's be real.
Up 14 in the fourth quarter.
They're a second-hand team, as we always say. I think it was, 14-7 at halftime?
The bottom line is they're up 14 in the fourth quarter and couldn't hold on for the cover. Well, here's another scenario. They held on for the win, but however, they didn't cover the game.
Fucking amazing. And then, as you know, Dallas Cowboys got the job done, like you said, with a stellar performance. Anybody else that you liked their performance this week?
Well, Kansas City, fucking 33-3, the fucking game of the year.
Well, you cut me. I mean, I was getting there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's skip. Let's take them into the section. Yeah, guys, I put a fucking post sitting right in this chair with this picture in the background on Saturday. I told you guys that on Sunday I was releasing my NFL Game of the Year, a game that I was putting $200,000 on, and I wasn't even going to post any of my tickets ever again, but just to throw it in everybody's face one more time, I bet $200,000 on it. I put 2 tickets that we had from Caesars up there, like $100,000 worth, just so guys could see. I won't do it again. But like I said, had my NFL Game of the Year, Kansas City Chiefs,
33-30,
blowout winner. I'm talking about a game so big, it was just fucking amazing.
Well, when you pick on weak teams like the San Diego Chargers, it doesn't matter. They were at home.
Oh, my. And Skip.
Absolutely fucking blown out. Chargers, you're a fucking disgrace. The coach of the San Diego Chargers, you need to call fucking Chip Kelly and Les Miles. Maybe you guys can go start another fucking team somewhere like in fucking Canada because you fucking suck.
But not only that, based off what you just said, it honestly was the clearest decision, and that's why I called it my NFL Game of the Year. I don't think I've ever seen a game more clear to win, and actually it happened exactly how the way we thought it would.
You saw it, you spotted it, it was never fucking in doubt. Congratulations. I know a lot of people.
Shout out to everybody that got Kansas City. Shout out to myself for making $250,000. Shout out to my big boys that got Kansas City for paying for it. And to all my guys that are on my personal plays that are hitting 80+% with my personal games. It's not going to stop. It's going to continue. To those people that don't have my personal plays, spend some fucking money and get them. You're calling my company. You want to talk to me. Don't settle don't get me wrong. Some people have to crawl before they walk and walk before they run. But to you people with money, which are 80% of the people that are calling us, you hedge fund guys, you guys that are investing in the stock market, call our company, throw 10, 20,000 at this, come to town with 100,000, and let me show you how to make $500,000 for Christmas. Fair enough?
Fair enough. Before we get out
I'm not even going to brag no more about it. Bottom line is, we put up our college game of the year.
Colorado State over UNLV last week, easy money.
We put up our NFL Game of the Year.
Keansas City over San Diego yesterday, 30-point fucking blowout.
And post the tickets before the games even start.
What do you want from us, man? Give us a call, 877-220-6540.
And that's that.
Get yourself some fucking extra holiday money. What the fuck are you waiting for?
Enough's enough, guys. I'm tired of you guys fucking being drawn into all the bullshit on the internet. I'm tired of motherfuckers being drawn into guys talking on social media. The guys that are talking on social media are like a 3-inch dick out of hip-hop porno. They're fucking useless. These guys don't bet. They don't have no money. They just talk shit about successful people. All right? At the end of the fucking day, we make more money betting sports than anybody in the fucking world. Stop believing all the hype. Stop believing all these other guys' dumbass fucking videos. Guys that are in New York acting like they're in Vegas. Guys act like they're breaking the books for 6 figures every week. I'm the only motherfucker that does that. Period. Nobody else bets 6 figures every week. Nobody else is taking the Caesars Corp down for $7 million except for fucking me. Nobody in the world. Do you fucking understand that?
Nobody's getting shut down by Cantner fucking Gaming here in town. Nobody's getting shut down by the MGM fucking Mirage Sportsbooks in town.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
I mean, we show you fucking videos of the boss fucking getting kicked out of the sportsbook saying, "Sir, we will not take any more of your wages."
What the fuck else do you need to see?
Please stop beating the fuck out of us.
Yeah,
please.
oh, yeah. You snuck a fake camera in and set it up. Are you...
How do you set something like that up? You mean the sportsbook fucking manager at the Palms was just going along with it?
Yeah, exactly. You fucking
Get
idiot.
the fuck out of here.
Fucking moron. But like I said, the reason why we knew I was getting kicked out is because when I placed the bet, the motherfucking hotel manager, sportsbook manager, called. He traced me down through my company.
They actually fucking traced us down.
Yeah. Veronica, did they call you or not?
True story,
Who
yes.
called you? Remember his name?
Oh, I don't.
The sportsbook, it was a...
But from
know,
CT.
Yeah.
So they call you up, and what did he say? Who do you want to talk to?
Darren Otero.
When you call my office asking for Darren Notero, my real name, best believe you either know me or I'm about to break your casino because I showed my ID before I made the bet.
They actually fucking hunted you down
And said,
fucking went to our website, got the phone numbers.
the day before I bet.
Instantly.
And he actually said that in the phone call.
Yeah, within a matter of two fucking hours. Within a matter of 2 hours, they hunted you to fuck down. They went to the website, got the phone number, called in, Veronica answered, and someone's asking for Darren Notaro. This is the sportsbook.
To please come back and pick your money up.
This is the sportsbook director at the fucking Cantner Gaming over at the Palms Hotel. Could you please come back here and give us that ticket back? We don't want to take that back.
You are not in compliance with us anymore.
Come over here and get your money back, but please, we don't want to take your bets anymore, sir.
So we knew I knew I was getting kicked out of their fucking hotel.
That's how it got filmed.
Yeah, that's how, because they said, come back and get your ticket. You know what I told them? Eat a fucking dick.
Yeah, you already printed the ticket. That's a live bet.
Because we know the rules. One thing about me, we know the law. And once they take your ID and they give you that ticket and take your money, it's yours. So they were offering me a penthouse and all sorts of food. I told them you could take your hot dog and stick it right up your motherfucking ass. Let the bet ride. And the funny thing is, it was only a 10-dime bet.
I know. It's insane.
It's only a 10-dime bet. So I told them, no, let it ride. Of course, the game was a what? Absolute blowout winner. So I'm talking about a game that was over by halftime. I'm talking about a game that'll put a smile on your face so big, you could eat a fucking banana sideways.
So when the game was over, we went back over, fucking got the cameras fucking rolling.
And that's how we filmed it, motherfuckers.
And went and got the money and let them fucking tell you right on the fucking camera that you can't make any more bets here.
And their words that they used were, I'm not in compliance, which is basically a legal word of saying, we don't have to take your action.
Yeah, comply with my nuts.
I didn't get kicked out for fucking counting cards. The only people blacklisted from casinos and sports books are people that have fucking cheated. I'm the only motherfucker in there for winning too much money, not cheating. Do you understand that? So guys, if you think that shit is not real and you don't take this shit serious, please stop listening to my podcast and stop following us because it gets fucking old after a while. And it gets old that you don't fucking call us to fucking do business with us and get your fair share of $1 trillion fucking industry. Enough's enough. Enough of fucking believing this other guy's 15-0 on his website. Another old man saying this, that, and the other on his podcast. They can all eat a fucking dick. None of them make more money than me, and none of them win more than me. Period. I got a fun little section we want to get into.
I just want to say one more thing about the NFL before we move on to another segment.
Go ahead.
On Thanksgiving, the Bears are going into Lambeau to play Green Bay. It's the last game of the day on Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
I was always a big fan of Brett Favre. They're going to be retiring his fucking jersey and retiring his number at halftime of that game. That being said, I got an interesting scenario for you.
Go ahead.
You know, now that Peyton Manning's got hurt and they're saying he may never play a game again, although he just beat Brett Favre's fucking passing record that last week he played when he got kicked out.
Bring Brett up to play for...
Should Brett put the... Before they hang the jersey up, should they put fucking the jersey on Brett, let him come out, start the game for Aaron Rodgers, throw a couple passes, get the record again real quick, because it ain't going to take much. He's only a couple yards ahead of him. Come out, break the fucking record, and then retire the fucking jersey, because Peyton may never take a snap again.
I would say that
would be awesome.
And the fact is he could get it done. I mean, has he taken a lot of Loratab since then? Oh, absolutely.
That's all right.
Has he drunk a lot of fucking whiskey and got drunk and fucked up? Absolutely. But is he a stone cold winner? Absolutely.
He doesn't even have to win. Just come out, let him throw a couple passes.
To get a few yards, he can do that in his sleep.
Doesn't need that many yards. He gets the fucking record back. Then they fucking hang the jersey up and retire his number. And maybe Peyton will never take another snap again, and Brett's got his record back. The only thing is we'll have to wait 5 more years to get into the Hall of Fame because he's slated to get in next year.
This is what
I don't think he cares about that. He'd rather have the passing record again, right?
On this, I'm on our comments for this week right now, ladies and gentlemen. Go to our podcast and comment who's a better quarterback in the history of their career, Peyton Manning or Brett Favre. That's a great fucking question. We want to hear your comments, ladies and gentlemen. Go to our podcast, go to the comments, and you tell us who you think in their overall career is a better player? Brett Favre or Peyton Manning? Skipper, also, you got Buffalo tonight at New England. New England 9-0, defending their record. Buffalo's a pretty solid team. They're a little beat up right now. Love their head coach. Love their program. The line has moved from -10 down to 7. There's definitely inside information on this game. The total on that game is 48. We do have information on that play, but by the time you listen to this podcast, probably be long and over with.
New England 9-0 straight up, 5-2 and 2 pushes against the spread. Buffalo's 3-1 on the road. They're 5-4 and they've covered 5.
Buffalo has covered. Every time we've taken Buffalo, they've covered. So they've been a good team to us, and New England Patriots have been a good team to us. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to deflate your bookie's head like one of Brady's balls, go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com and let me show you the formula for success. Let's do something funny real quick and get the fuck out of here. Get out, let these people have their Thanksgiving and watch some Monday Night Football.
Can I give 3 shout-outs before you wrap it the fuck up?
No, I'm not wrapping it up yet. I got a funny little segment that we're going to do, and I'm going to bring Veronica into something. We're not done yet. We're going a little longer than normal today.
We're going real fucking long.
Well, here's the deal. I want you to rank these 5 quarterbacks on a 1 through 5. I'll give my ranking. Matter of fact, I'll give you the first 5, and you give me the second 5. I want you on a 1 to 5, give me the rankings. I can answer too. Peyton Manning on a 1 to 5.
You mean out of these 5 quarterbacks or 1 to 5?
I just want you to give on a 1 to 5 stars. I mean, you can match them up like 1 through 5, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna get us anywhere.
You want me to
It's too hard.
rank? You want me to rank these 5 quarterbacks? Or
No, that's what it says here, but I'm changing the game up a little bit on a 5-star system.
I don't like when the game changes.
Well, I'm a game changer, motherfucker. I always have been. I'm the one that shot an adrenaline shot back in the sports consultant business. All I want you to do is on a 5-star rating, give me how many stars you give Peyton Manning on a 1 to 5.
4.
4? I like that. And my answer is 4 also, because he can't win a Super Bowl. Brett Favre.
5.
I give Brett Favre a 4.5.
Okay. Well, you didn't say I could go halves.
Yeah, you can go halves. I give Brett
All
Favre.
right, 4.72693.
I like that. I like that. And the reason why for that, Brett Favre is a fucking hardcore business motherfucker.
He's a fucking beast.
He's a fucking all-out beast. He has more heart than any other motherfucker I've ever met in my life. He was one of the old school players that would play hurt, eat 14 Lortabs, cut his pinky off, and still finish the fucking game.
That's right.
That's the type of motherfucker you're looking for.
Put the jersey on Thursday, man. Come back and do it on Turkey Day, Brett.
Tom Brady on a 1 to 5.
5.1.
All day fucking long. 6.
Hurts me to say that, by the way.
I know it. Well, fuck, I know it does, but you know that's my man. Joe Montana.
4.6329.
Now, a 5, just like Brady, he wins. He has Super Bowl rings. Yeah, he's a 5. Period.
I'm not a 49er fan. I'm a little biased.
I know, but to say Joe Montana's
Joe
a 4,
Montana, you're a fucking beast. You're a 5.
he's a 5 all day long. Dan Marino.
3.7.
I say 4 because he can't win. Okay.
Dan Fouts fucking owns your ass.
That's a fucking fact. Now, same thing on the second section. I want you to rank these quarterbacks 1 through 5. Like, I want you to tell me the best.
1 through 4.
Yeah, well, how many? No, there's 5 here, isn't there?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, add bed onto your list. Put
Oh,
Roethlisberger onto your bed, onto your list, okay?
All right, go ahead.
So, Drew Brees. Put Drew Brees on your list. Yeah, let's make it the same as before. So, out of Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson, Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and Drew Brees, give me your number 1 pick.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Are you fucking serious?
He won the fucking passing title last year. He's got rings on his fucking hand.
And he gets hurt
Hey,
every other game. He's tall as fuck. He's slow as fuck. And he doesn't come through and you need him to.
What do you mean he doesn't come through? He's got fucking rings and he just won the passing title last year.
You hear this Philly
But-
motherfucker going off on me?
Listen,
I hear you.
He's a Pittsburgh guy. It has nothing to do with fucking Philly.
Right. Okay.
Ben Roethlisberger, I just told you why.
Okay.
He won the passing title last year, Steve. He's a fucking beast. He's got a couple rings on his hand.
So today you're taking Ben Roethlisberger number 1.
I'm taking big fucking Ben. And he likes to get blowjobs at the fucking strip club.
Give me number 2.
Eli Manning. As much as
Eli Manning, number
As much
3.
as I fucking hate Eli for not wanting to play for the Chargers, yeah, I mean, he's got a couple of fucking rings, this little prick.
Okay. Number 3.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson comes in at number 3.
Well, he's got a ring too.
Okay. Well, okay. Number 4.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees. Okay. Number 5.
Fuck Phillip Rivers. You suck, and you're fucking just horrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Actually, he's not a bad quarterback. He just fucking never has.
he's not consistent.
He's got nothing around him.
Never has, never will.
Just a goddamn disaster.
His career will never be
Which
any
is
good.
why Eli Manning didn't want to go to San Diego, I suppose, and I guess you can't blame him. But anyway.
You want to go through my... Okay, so
I go Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Russell Wilson, then Drew Brees, then Phillip Rivers.
Okay, I like that. Me, myself, I'm going to take first pick Eli. He's a little fucked up, knows how to win. I'm going to take Big Ben number 2.
Okay.
I'm right with you. I'm going to take Russell number 3. And then
You're just flipping 1 and 2. You're taking Eli over Ben. I'm taking Ben.
Russell and...
You said Russell Wilson 3rd.
I know, but Russell and Drew are pretty much like equal to me.
Okay.
Russell and Drew
I can see that.
It's like you don't know who to fucking take. So I'm going to take Drew over Russell, make Drew my number 3, Russell number 4, with Phillip Rivers out number 5. Shouldn't even have made the fucking list. You know what I mean?
I can understand Drew being over Russell.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Let me ask you this. How good would Dan Marino be playing in today's NFL? I mean, think about it. I just want you to think about it. With all the rules protecting the quarterbacks, plus with all the illegal contact, penalties, defensive holding penalties, not being able to hit somebody head first.
I don't know. He still couldn't move very well. I mean, he's not Kenny Stabler.
But what do you mean? But that's my point. If you have the line that he had, if he's able to stay in the pocket and be protected and do what he does, you don't think he'd do all that good?
I don't know. I was never a big Dan Marino fan.
Well, here's my answer. I think he would still average 300-something plus like he did before, 400 hold the record, and still wouldn't win.
Yeah, probably.
It doesn't matter when you played or what you did, whether you played before or now. If you're not a winner, you're not a fucking winner.
There's a lot of quarterbacks out there throwing for 300, 400 yards and don't win games. Phillip Rivers. You know?
Talking about the old days and the new days, and I don't mean to move right to the NBA, but I'm making sense with where I'm going. I'm going to just stick with my rules of what I'm doing. Charles Barkley says there's no way that Golden State Warriors would be as good as they are back in the 80s or 90s. He quotes that we would have mauled them. No way would we have let them come off those picks.
Basically what he's saying is we would have pushed them around a little bit. I mean, nowadays...
I know what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah, they're blowing a whistle a little too much.
And he's full of shit.
He said we would have hand-checked them a lot more. We would have fucking... there's no way they would have came off of those pick and rolls. And...
the game has changed, and they would be coming off those pick and rolls if the fouls were called. So, Charles, I mean, you're one of the, let me look in the camera. Charles, you're one of the worst sports bettors I've ever seen in my fucking life. R.I.P. to Denny Mason, good friend of ours. Skip, I know you loved him to death. Denny got to Charles Barkley several times.
I can tell you stories about me and Charles and betting games. I don't want to go.
We're running an hour long, and I don't either because I don't want to cause any problems.
Yeah.
But all I can tell you is Denny Mason would beg Charles to take my games for years, and like it was just fucking embarrassing because I know the games the guys played, and it's just fucking embarrassing how bad he is.
He likes to fire, man. Charles, I love Charles Barkley.
Hear me out.
He's a good dude.
What he told me, or what he told Denny, was the best response in the world, and I agree with him 110%. It's my money. Yeah. I'll bet my own fucking games. Yeah. I'm a professional athlete. I feel like I know it's my money. I'll bet myself. I can understand that. That's just like, but at the same time, even a guy like Floyd, to get some inside information, he's not like too rich to take one of my games or too rich to take a game.
It doesn't matter how much money you have. You can always use information. I mean, information is the strongest commodity in the world, which is why we're in business.
Don't get me wrong. Here's the thing, Charles. You wouldn't have mauled them because the game's different. They call fouls on you. Yes, you guys played strong back there. They didn't call a lot of fouls back then. But the game has changed drastically and tremendously. So to take anything away from Steph Curry is just embarrassing because the guy is a true beast. He's a sharpshooter. And I'm going to go as far as saying that he might be the best sharpshooter of all time. Bigger than Bird, bigger than anyone you want to bring up right now.
Reggie?
Yeah, bigger than Reggie. Reggie was so clutch, though. I can't put him up against Reggie just yet because Reggie did some clutch shit and did some shit in like 20 seconds that no one's ever done in the history of fucking basketball. You understand that? But I thought it was amazing. Veronica, bringing you in today. As you know, I made a promise that, we have wives and stuff like that. So we have a little sex news. I'm not going to bring it up to around Skip and stuff like that. I don't want to get nobody in trouble. So we have a couple little studies that just came out.
Right.
It's a study based on 30,000 people over 40. So 30,000 people over 40 years. This study's been going on.
Right.
Reveals that couple who have sex once a week are happier than those who have sex less often. Also, couples that have sex more than once a week are not necessarily more happy than the couples that are. So let me read that back to you. People that are having sex once a week are happier than people that have sex less often. What do you think about that?
I would have to agree with it.
Well, of course, but I'm saying
Right.
like once a week. I mean, are you going to be happy with your man fucking you once a week or?
Well, no, I want it more, but
Well,
once
yeah.
a week at least.
Okay, but like I said, 30,000 people over 40 years.
Right.
They're saying that people that have sex just once a week are happier than people that do it less often. So I guess what
I
we're-
would agree with that.
So
Totally.
let's get the first point out of there. For those
Right.
people out there that aren't having sex once a week, whether you're old, you're not turned on, whatever it is, make time to fuck your partner once a week. You know what I
Totally.
mean? Make time to make yourself happy a little bit, something like that. But here's the thing that blew me away. They're saying that the people who are fucking like monsters,
Right.
the people that are fucking like rabbits,
They're
the people that are fucking 3 times a day, 21 times a week,
right.
they're not any happier than
They're
the people
not
that are
any
fucking
happier
once
than
a
the
week.
people having it at least once.
So
yeah.
what do you think
I
about
saw
that?
study actually.
Did you? Well, the study
And-
reveals that once a week seems to be the perfect amount.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Is once a week perfect amount for you?
No.
Well, fuck no. So,
I have to say no.
So what, in your world, what do you think would be a perfect amount of times to have sex?
Well, at least 3.
3 times a week?
At least.
Okay.
3.
3 times a week. I think we have to make that a comment on our podcast. And I've never asked anybody to comment on 2 different things, but this fucking thing blows me out of the water right here because my girl at home, my personal life, I know that once a week ain't cutting it for her. If we have sex once a week, I'm getting a text the other 6 days saying I'm a piece of shit, I'm cheating, and I'm fucking somebody else. So that's kind of a touchy subject because I know a lot of women that would disagree with that study. I know my girl, if I'm having sex with her once a week, she for sure, bottom line's not happy. I wish I could call her right now because she could chime in on this. So are you
Well,
happy?
she's happy after she gets it, right?
But then what happens the other 6
Okay.
days? So are you going to be
Yeah, I
happy
don't
with
know.
your relationship fucking once a week?
Well, it'll make me happy in that moment.
Yeah, I'm not saying fresh off
Yeah,
the nut.
but no,
I'm not
but-
saying right when you get your nut. I'm
But I
talking
mean,
about what about the other 6
well,
days?
I mean, for the next
Are
day,
you
I'm in
gonna
a
be-
good mood, but
Are you going to be
would
scratching
that
that
last
thing?
me all week? I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. Are you going to be scratching that thing around? I mean, are you going to be itchy? Or are you going to be looking to get another nut off? Or you just
Eventually, yeah, at least.
so you'll be
at
looking forward to
least-
the next week or
Well, the next day, hopefully.
the next day? So if in a picture perfect world, Veronica,
But it's-
you would like to have sex once a day.
Once a week is better than not at all.
Well,
Is
so-
all I'm saying.
Once a week's better. Well, they're saying that the study says people are happy that do it once a week. So I would have to
Right.
say that's everybody in general. So no matter what's going on with your relationship, if you fuck once a week, it can maybe work. But to make your girl happy, let me do my own study. If you're hitting your girl once a week, oh, best believe Sancho's going to come in and fuck your girl. Because I don't believe that study at all. So, you got to take out of the month, you got to take off a week for your period. Don't expect
Right.
us to fuck during your period.
Right.
Hashtag that shit's gross. If you're looking for Steve Stevens or somebody to get the Red Wings, you got to be the nastiest motherfucking bitch I've ever met in my motherfucking life. There ain't enough drugs in the world to get me to get my Red Wings. I tell you that right now. The only Red Wings I'm doing is betting the hockey team. But so let's take off 7 days for the period. That means you got
Right.
3 weeks to fuck.
And we're in a bad mood anyway that week, so it really
Right.
doesn't make a difference.
So how many days a week would you like to fuck, Veronica?
Minimum 3.
Minimum 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what I want you guys and girls to comment on, how many days a week do you think you should have sex with your partner to keep them happy? I disagree with this survey here. Survey says that once a week will keep you happy. Not at my motherfucking house. And obviously not at Veronica's house either.
No, well, I mean, no.
So, like I said, the study, if you're older, do it once a week. Steve Stevens, try to fuck your girl at least 3 times a week. Or women, try to fuck your man 3 times a week. Keep you guys together. And the thing you don't want to do, and the thing I need you to slow down on, is you don't need to fuck 3 times a day. Okay, you've been coming in here with your hair a little bit beat up a little bit. You were Saturday. You were walking a little different. I mean, I don't know if you're dating an elephant or what the fuck you got going on. Everything okay in your love life?
Totally.
Okay, but I just want you to go off this last statement here. Fucking 3 times a day, 40 times a week doesn't make you any happy. Just makes you a little sore.
Right.
So for you nymphos out there that think you got to fuck 3 times a day or twice a day, 15 times a week, that's too much. That'll run your partner off. God, if I had my girl trying to rub up on me 3 times a day, I don't have enough juices. I don't have enough nut in me. I'd probably fucking die. 2 nuts and I'm done. Like I said, you get real passionate. You have, that's what foreplay is all about. Try to prolong that sexual experience, especially if it's once a week. Now, what happened to these women out there that have a man, or let's say the opposite. Let's say that their partner only want like their average fuck time is 6 minutes. You know, there people are out there that only fuck 6 minutes.
Right.
So what, you think that survey had anything to do with a partner that fucked for 6 minutes once a week?
Probably not.
Hashtag your bitch will leave. So for those guys out there, don't listen to that test. That shit ain't right. Learn to fuck at least 15 minutes. Learn foreplay. And if you are a 1 minute man, hashtag eat the puss, get her to come. Moving on. Anyway, Veronica, so 3 days is what she says. I say 3 days as well. I say you should have sex 3 days a week to keep a happy marriage. You guys make your comments.
But I don't think it's always just about sex, because I mean,
Well, the survey was.
We're
not asking you how
but
many
I mean,
times you tongue
you
kiss.
want some,
Huh?
you want a little bit. You know, something's got to lead up to the sex. You don't.
Well, yeah,
just
I'm not just saying
sex.
like
But yes,
getting off work and
I
bending
get
you
it,
over the
yeah.
stove. You know,
Right.
I'm talking about, you know, at night, couple glasses of wine, little
Right.
tongue kiss, little oral, little excitement, move into something special. And
Right.
before you guys know, you guys are both nutted up. You're excited. Watch a little movie, maybe a little popcorn, and call it a night.
Call it a night.
Yeah, you do that 3 times a week. I think that's a happy life, this, that, and the
Right.
other. And you guys are out there that are doing it way too much. You're just getting sore. It's too much. Like I said, you got to live a life. Moving on, Skipper, back at you. Basketball news. I didn't even want to bring this up because I think it's boring, but a privately owned NBA Champions League is set to launch in summer of 2016. The New York squad's already got guys like Rasheed Wallace, Al Harrington. There's 16 leagues across the country. They'll be running a league not by the NBA. This is not by the NBA, but a privately funded league for NBA players, and it's called the NBA Champions League. Do you like this idea?
No, I don't give a fuck about it.
I was just going to say, I don't like that. Let me get to the next point. I'll tell you, I don't like the idea either, and I'll tell you why. If Jordan played in that league, would the stadiums be sold out every night, yes or no?
No.
My answer would they'd be sold out for 3 nights till they seen that he was getting hung on the rim and an old man was out there playing 40 pounds overweight, and then it'd be done. I think it's a horrible idea. Whoever's doing it has way too much money and way too much time on their fucking hands. It's going to be an absolutely failure. You'd be better off watching old men play at the YMC fucking A.
You bet your ass they'd put a lineup on it, though, so chances are we'd probably bet it if the information was there.
Oh, would I bet the game? Abso-fucking-lutely. Get information all fucking night. You start getting Charles Barkley and all these old school players that are single and fucking hoes and partying and 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight, you'll be able to fucking win against the spread all day long. But yeah, I think it's a bad idea, and you know, because you have to bet on these guys their whole career. And you know, we form a relationship with these guys, so how big of an advantage does VIP Sports have on the competition and betting these games? I mean, in other words, if we watch these players come up over the last 15 years, and they did get this fucking NBA Champions League together, for guys like us, it'd probably be pretty easy to fucking cap, wouldn't it?
Well, like I said, you can guarantee they'd put lines up on the games, and when they would make a mistake, we would definitely capitalize on it, because that's what we do.
Listen, before we end the podcast, FanDuel stopped taking bets in New York. New York State has shut them down for now. We've said that before, and we'll say it again. It's gambling. It's illegal. It's either going to be labeled a lottery or gambling. Here's the thing that I find fucking funny. If a guy like me, Darren Notero, owned FanDuel, I'd already be in prison for international gambling fraud and probably 70 other fucking charges. If me and you owned FanDuel or DraftKings instead of these tech fucking dorks, these guys got some big balls running against the governments and the mayors and these different states where gambling is banned and acting like what they're doing is legal and not. I mean, what the fuck, man? That's like me.
I don't understand how they got up and running to begin with.
It's fucking goes against every gambling law that me and you know.
I don't understand how the fuck they got started to begin with.
It kind of pisses me off because if I knew that we could do that, me and you would have opened up a company similar and went into, because it's not a secret that, Skip, how much would me and you make if we opened a book?
Gazillions.
I mean, would we be $1 billion company within 3 years?
Fuck yeah.
So, I mean, if I knew that it was okay to do that and we wouldn't go to prison, me and Skip would have opened up Skip and Steve Duel. Or motherfucking VIP,
VIP duel.
VIP Kings or VIP sports consultants.
Is it that easy just to make $20 million a fucking year? Put up a site, a fantasy site, and let people fucking pay for entries and just collect $20 million profit a week? I mean, since when was that legal? I don't understand how they got away with it to begin with.
This is what blows me the fuck away.
Hey, congratulations, though.
Yeah, good job.
Because if nothing else, you're helping the fucking conversation about legalizing sports betting.
This is what, and I love where your head's at with this. You know what? If it takes a fucking .com tech fucking dork to ruffle feathers and continue to get these people to look at sports betting and make it legal, I'm all for it. As long as DraftKings and FanDuels are spending millions and millions of dollars, whether you're fantasy football or reality, these billion-dollar companies like FanDuel and DraftKings, if they're causing enough storm in the United States to ultimately make sports betting legal, then I'm behind them 110%. But what pisses me off is that if I knew that we could do that legally, I would have done it. I'm scared to go to prison. I would open up a fucking fantasy football league right now. I'm strong enough and powerful enough to where we can compete with both of these motherfuckers.
Well, now
I got enough money behind me.
Well, now from what I understand, there's states that obviously they want to shut them down so they can fucking have their own. Skip. I mean, you got a New Jersey fucking.
If I went and got our billionaire client behind me who has more money than anyone behind these guys, and we opened up VIP Sports Fantasy Consulting.
Well, sure.
You don't think we could be as big as those?
We'd be making 10, 20 million a week.
What would happen in 6 months? I'd be shut down somehow and locked up and sent to fucking prison. Mm-hmm. So that's what blows me away. If I knew I could have opened up an illegal book, fuck VIP Sports and Consulting, I would have made a quick $1 billion and you'd never seen me on a podcast again. So, it's just crazy how these fucking tech dorks are fighting these governments. But you know what? I love it. I love what you guys are doing. But like I said, make sure that you keep ruffling feathers. Make sure that you spend millions of dollars to make gambling legal, because that's what I want to happen.
Do you know there's a turkey shoot going on right now?
That's what I wanted you to say. I'm very aware of the turkey shoot. It's one of the most...
People, there's college basketball tournaments going all day, every day right now for the next 2 weeks. There's 3 tournaments that are going to be played right here in Las Vegas. They start in the morning and they go all day long. You think March Madness is crazy? You don't have to wait for March Madness. There's a turkey shoot going on right now for the next 2 weeks. College basketball all day, every day. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, is it okay if I tell them about the turkey shoot promotion right now?
Go ahead.
Get a hold of us at 877-220-6540. Call in and start gobbling. Gobble, 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 gobble. Where's Skip? Where's Kenny? Gobble, gobble, gobble. Where's Steve? Gobble, gobble. I want to play the turkey shoot. Call in right now for a $100 bill. A $100 bill. You can play the turkey shoot. College basketball from today straight through Saturday for $100. That's 6 days of college basketball tournaments for a $100 bill. If you don't take advantage of that, that's our gift to you for Thanksgiving. We're giving back a little thanks to the community, to our fans. If you don't call in with $100 on your credit card to play the turkey shoot for 6 days of college basketball tournaments, then shame on you. Stop betting right now.
Like he just hit it right on the fucking head. If you bet sports, and we just ran a promotion right now, as soon as you hear this podcast, call VIP Sports, give us $100. We'll run you for 6 days through the turkey shoot. If you don't call and do that, I just got to come out and be for it. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever met in my fucking life. It's the most...
True that.
The biggest bang you'll ever get from your buck out of this company.
Let's have some fun for Thanksgiving.
Give a couple shout outs, and then I'm going to do the close and we'll get out of here.
I want to shout out to the chef up there in Rochester, New York, to the Chef Nick. Keep cooking that fucking Italian food. You're a goddamn beast, Nick. Congratulations to Craig Robb over there in Carolina, Panthers country. 10-0, Carolina. Little Ears, you guys are looking good. And the most important part is you're 8-2 against the spread. Keep the good shit up over there in Carolina. Craig Robb. Killer Gnome 87, my Philly brother. Shout out to the Killer Gnome 87. I'm pretty much done. This is the longest fucking podcast we ever did. I feel like I just fucking filmed an entire fucking movie. I got to get on the phone. The fucking phones are ringing off the hook for this turkey shoot. We got Monday Night Football tonight, Steve. I'm going to let you fucking wrap it up, and let's get the fuck out of here.
Shout out to Chuck, Squirrel, Jordan from Texas, and more importantly this, ladies and gentlemen, during the holiday times, we grind all day long, we bust our ass all day long, but when it comes down to Thanksgiving, man, it's all about family. All this grinding, all this making millions doesn't mean a fucking thing if you don't have anybody to share it with, man. This Thanksgiving, I want you guys to be happy. I want you to be safe. I want you to spend it with your families. And I want you guys to be truly blessed, because every day you're alive above ground is a day to be thankful and blessed for. You know, Thanksgiving is a good time for me, and I'm happy just to be able to spend it with my family, be able to eat good, and enjoy the fruits of our hard labor, man. I work my ass off. And for those of you guys that are going to bet these games on Thanksgiving, don't turn it in and stress out on your family. Make it a fun thing on Thanksgiving, because you don't want to ruin the Thanksgiving holiday spirit. Because at the end of the day, you grind all year long making money. We break sports books all fucking day long, all week long, all year long. You only get one Thanksgiving. You only get one Christmas. You only get one time to sit down and break bread with your family and the people that you care about. So a lesson and a note from Steve Stevens and VIP Sports. We want you to have a happy Thanksgiving. We want you to be blessed. And remember one fucking thing. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Doesn't matter how many millions you got. If you don't have family that loves you and cares for you, you don't have shit. On the behalf of myself, VIP Sports, happy Thanksgiving, guys. God bless. Let's go kick some fucking ass. Fair enough.
Don't forget don't forget the gravy.
See you, wouldn't want to be you. I'm out of here.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. We play with big cash and we blowing money fast. Riding in a plush Benz trunk full of money bags. I need a G for every light bulb on the Vegas Strip. Naked bitches in my mansion dancing to some player shit. Made a grip on the grind, but I started out with nothing. Dealt me a bad hand, but I still won bluffing. I'm Steve Stevens.